Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Margarita and today I'm here to bring you the controversial book tag. So I will leave the original creator down below. This was created by iLevy4Books and I was tagged, it feels like a million years ago, by my friend Maya. She's on YouTube with Maya with an I. And she says that I have really good controversial opinions. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but she tagged me a while ago, so I figured I think it's time that I finally do this tag. So without further ado, let's get into the books. So the first question is, what is the most controversial book you have read or own and why? And this is going to probably be incredibly personal for me. But I'm gonna go with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. And I believe that this was banned in China for a while because they were talking animals in it, and apparently that's like a big no-no in China. But the reason I find this book to be incredibly controversial is because I read another book recently, which is basically talking about how Lewis Carroll wrote this book down because he was trying to seduce Alice Little, the little girl who this is based off of, like the real life girl that's based off of. And he told this story to her and she begged him to write it down. So basically this whole story is written to seduce a little girl by a man who's 20 years older than her. And that's just so disgusting. That's so wrong. I have so many disgusting feelings about it. And it makes me like this book a little bit less because this is actually my favorite story of all time. And just knowing that fact, especially because I just learned it recently, and just knowing that fact makes me sick. And it's not one of those things that you can separate the artist from its work, because the actual work is part of that sickness of the artist, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of really controversial feelings about this book now and about the author, and I don't know how to deal with them. So this is definitely the most controversial in my mind. Other people probably don't care, but for me, holy crap, I have a lot of feelings and they make me very sick and very angry, and let's stop talking about it. The next question is, if you wonder why I'm looking down, I have my computer. The next question is, what is a book with a controversial cover or title? And for that, I am going to go with What We Talk About When We Talk About Rape by Sohaili Abdullahi. And I'm going to go with this because the title has the word rape in it, and rape is a very, very controversial topic, especially in the United States, in the rape culture that we have. And just anything with the word rape in it is obviously going to be controversial. People have varying opinions on the subject of rape, and I'm not going to get into my opinions on them, but this is definitely going to be the one that has the most controversial title, because I don't think that I read a lot of books with controversial titles or pictures on them, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. The next question is, what is one of your favorite banned books? And I did not think that I had read very many banned books, but I went on the websites and I googled banned books, and my favorite book from when I was in high school came up. And you can tell that this was my favorite book. I've read it over 100 times. Look at the condition of this poor book. That is Blood and Chocolate by Annette Curtis Claus. And this was banned in the South of America. I forget exactly what state, but some state in the South, because it's basically about this girl who's a werewolf. And the werewolves are very sexually confident in themselves, and this portrays a young werewolf girl who's very sexually confident in herself, who enjoys sex and feels confident about it and isn't like, ooh, oh my god, oh sex, ooh no, that's so bad. So this was banned, and I just think that's the funniest thing, because God forbid we show women enjoying sex. Not that there's actual sex in this book, but she's like, I'm okay with having sex. I will have sex with you. You brought a condom. This is great. And for some reason, responsible sex is like a big no-no in the South. I I don't have an opinion on the matter. I don't know what you're talking about. The next question is, what is a book you bought or read after hearing so much controversy or constant talk about it? And for this book, I chose Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I did not hear a lot of controversy about this book. I mostly heard a lot of people talking about it. I find this book a little controversial for the sheer number of rape scenes in it. Like, the amount of times people are raped in this book is just, in my personal opinion, unnecessary. I mean, yes, there was a lot of violence towards women, and women were raped a lot back in this time. I get that. And, like, I can see you showing that 1 or 2 times in the book. But, like, this must have happened, or almost rapes must have happened, like, 16 times in this book. And for me, that's really excessive. I don't need to read that kind of stuff that often in one book. Just in one book. I haven't read the second book yet because I'm just not ready for that nonsense again. But it's just the sheer amount, and like beating people up and violence. And of course, Scottish Highlanders back then solved things with their fists. Sure, but oh my god. And it's not just, like, between themselves. It's because I just have feelings. I'm not gonna bore you guys with them, but I just have a lot of feelings that made me go, ugh, when I think about that book. And the last question is, what is a controversial book or book to film / TV adaptation? And this can be anything from casting choices to plot changes to all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go with the easy answer and go with the 50 Shades of Grey, because that's basically just like porno in a book, and they put it on the big screen, and it's not even like a healthy version of BDSM, and it's just like, why is this the BDSM that gets put onto the big screen? Like, this is so unhealthy. This is so not okay. But this is what makes it to the big screen. Come on, people. Like, think about your choices. So, the last question is tag someone. I basically was tagged by the only person I know on BookTube. So, if you're watching this and you have not done it yet, please feel free to do the tag. I tag you officially now. I also would really, really love Sarah to do this. Maybe she'll come back onto my channel and do this herself, because I think that would be really, really great. But I will see you guys next time. Bye!